everyone and welcome to another video. Today Tyler and I are actually going outside the house. We're going to be going to somewhere interesting, so I thought it would be nice to vlog and bring you guys with me. We're actually going to Mt Lofty. Despite having lived in Adelaide my entire life, I've never even been to this mountain. Like, I've climbed Mount Decau a bunch of times, but I've never ever been to Mt Lofty, and it's supposed to be quite pretty at this time of the year because it's springtime, there's a botanic garden and all this stuff, so yeah, I thought it would be nice to vlog and bring you with us. The weather right now is pretty good for it because it's kind of overcast, but it's not like really dull and rainy. Last night we had the biggest thunderstorm. Like, we never ever get big rainstorms or thunderstorms here, but there was so much lightning and so much thunder, and it just poured with rain, so I was really worried that it was going to still be raining today, but it's pretty much bright and sunny. Like, it's a tiny bit overcast, but it's quite a lovely day, and you would have no idea that there was like the biggest rainstorm last night ever. So because of the rainstorm, we're actually starting a little bit later than I would have wanted. I just didn't get any sleep because it was really loud, and the pets were like losing their minds. Like, you know how dogs like really hate thunderstorms because they can hear it so much louder than humans? Like, there was one clap of thunder that like woke me up. It was terrifyingly loud, and like all of the lights went off in the house, so I'm pretty sure that like lightning hit us. But anyway, the puppies were just barking and barking, so I got like no sleep, which meant that I kind of slept in this morning, so we're leaving a little bit later than we would have wanted. Before we leave, I think I'm going to make something like biscuits or something like that, just because I have a little bit of time before we have to go, and I just like, I've been wanting to bake a lot of stuff at the moment, and I really wanted to make these biscuits again today, so we're going to go do that, and then we're going to head to Mt Lofty. Were you scared of the thunderstorm, Ginger? I don't think she really minded. The puppies were all freaking out a lot, but Ginger was just like walking around not even minding. Hi. Yeah, you're super brave, aren't you, Ginger? She's like 18 years old. She's the oldest cat, but she's the sweetest cat. Aren't you? Okay, so biscuits. I have been making this recipe since I was about like 10 years old. I know the recipe off by heart. I can't remember the cookbook that I got it out of originally, but they're pretty healthy biscuits because like they don't use that much sugar and there's not a lot of like really bad added stuff to it. I love baking. Baking has always been something that like I've really enjoyed doing. Are you okay? I love baking so much more than cooking. Like, I find it so much more fun, and just I love making desserts. And I love making things that have chocolate in them, so I love baking. But yeah, this is a really rough recipe. Like, most of the measurements and stuff I just eyeball. I don't like measure them properly or anything. And yeah, these are like wholemeal choc chip cookies. You can add whatever you want to them. They're like really simple and easy to make. Anyway, I should probably stop dawdling. Let's go make some biscuits. Okay, the biscuits are all done. They look like this. They're pretty good. I think honestly they probably could have had a little bit more sugar in them. Like normally I put between a quarter cup to a third of a cup of sugar, but like today we only had brown sugar, not raw sugar, so I like put in a little bit less because I thought brown sugar would be sweeter. Probably it could have done with a little bit more sugar. So if you try to recreate this recipe, I don't think anyone is going to, but if you want to recreate this recipe, maybe put in like a tad more sugar and maybe a tiny bit more vanilla extract. But apart from that, they're pretty good. And yeah, about the storm, I cannot emphasize enough how huge it was. Like, we just never ever get really big storms, and I love having huge thunderstorms and huge lightning storms. They kind of make me feel a little bit nervous, especially when they're like really noisy, but it's nice remembering how like tiny we are as people, and you know, the weather can just be so huge and insane and massive, and I just, for some reason I really like that. Like, it's kind of oddly comforting to me. But because the pets were like going nuts, Sarah, the little black poodle that we have, she was sleeping in our room the entire night. She was like next to me on the bed. Ella, one of the border collies, she was just like running around all night, and she was so noisy. So I'm like really tired. I think my eyes are really puffy today, but yeah, the drive to Mt Lofty is quite a reasonable drive, so I'm gonna do my best not to fall asleep in the car. But yeah, I didn't plan to be this tired before climbing a mountain, but here we are. It can't be helped, it's okay. But now that the cookies are all done, they're still a little bit warm, which is like the best time to eat cookies. So I'm gonna like grab a couple of these before we go. But now that the cookies are done, we're gonna grab some lunch and then we can go head to the mountain.
Just where it was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead in the eye of time. Nobody is losing, faces merchant change, but your face remains the same. Swallows will be here by dawn, and when we're finally sober, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how it felt.
Okay, we're at the summit now. Tyler and I initially wanted to park at like the base of the summit where the Botanic Gardens are, and we wanted to walk all the way up, but we got there and we found that the like parking closed way too early, so we were scared that we weren't going to be able to get back to the car in time. So instead we came and parked at the top of the mountain where there's no restrictions on parking, and we're just going to walk down and then walk back up again. So we just went and looked at the summit, and it is so pretty. I wanted to talk to you guys on the mountain, but it is so windy that I was worried I would like completely deafen you by trying to like use the DSLR audio outside. But yeah, we're at the mountain now. We're going to go explore and have a hike around, hopefully go to the Botanic Gardens if we can somehow navigate our way there from the summit. And yeah, it should be fun. It is 1,000 degrees in this car right now and I'm wearing a jumper, so I am going to get going. I will speak to you guys again soon. Hey guys, we are in the car now and we're on our way home. We're all done at the Mt Lofty summit. We actually ended up going back up there a second time when we were about to leave. It was a really fun day. I loved the gardens. They were so pretty. We didn't really get enough time to look at them properly. I think we got there a little bit too late because they actually closed at 4 p.m. and I think we got there at about what time did we get there? 2:30. 2:30. We got to the gardens at about 2:30, so that probably wasn't enough time to look at all of it because they were absolutely huge. The gardens were so pretty though. If you're ever in Adelaide, I totally recommend you come and see them. Okay, so my camera just ran out of battery, so we're just gonna have to use my phone to film this last little bit. But yeah, the gardens were beautiful. I just really wish we had more time to sit down and enjoy them. But one of the things I really loved about the garden was it was just like, it wasn't a really neat manicured garden. Like it had different kinds of sections and things, but it wasn't, I don't know, like a lot of botanic gardens feel like they're very structured, whereas this one just felt more natural and free, and it was very quiet. There was no one around. It was so peaceful. It was so lovely. I really want to go back in the autumn because I think it would be really beautiful. But yeah, I am so tired now. Coupled with the fact that like we didn't sleep very much last night. There was a lot of steep hill climbing and like my legs are so sore. So I'm gonna have like the best sleep ever tonight, and I'm like really sleepy now. But yeah, we're on our way home, so I'm probably gonna end the vlog here and say goodbye to you guys. We might be going out to dinner tonight, so I might film a couple more shots after this. I'm not really sure yet, but I'll say goodbye to you guys now. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
Sunset